Hi again, it's Scott here. I've got a video today of how to replace the rear brake pads now on the W204 C Class Mercedes. I've already done one on the front pads, so you can have a look at that. The rear is pretty well the same process. It's probably a little bit easier, so hopefully you'll find it helpful. Okay, so you know the deal. First priority is your personal safety, so make sure you've got the appropriate axle stands and that there's no chance the vehicle's going to topple while you've got your head under there. Okay, the rear calipers on the W204, most of them are the same actually, but it's the same arrangement as the front. You've got a clip here that has to come off. They're sliding calipers. The sliding pins, there's one there and one there, and then you've got the wear sensor. So it's the same deal. We're going to I'm going to take that bolt out there. I'm going to take the wear sensor off. I'm going to loosen that one. I'm going to take the clip off and then take that bolt out and then pull this off. Okay, with the rear calipers there is a hex head bolt inside here, which is the actual sliding pin, and there's a rubber cap to keep the dust out. So you're going to take that rubber cap off. Like that. And then typical Mercedes-Benz, they often use odd size fasteners just to make life difficult for the rest of us. So that's actually a 7mm hex key in there. But fortunately a 245 bit is 7mm, so that will actually fit in there nicely. Now in this case the hex bolt itself is the actual sliding pin. So there it is there. And when I put it back in, I always put a little bit of thread locker on the threads there. Now I'll take the pad sensor off. Same deal as the front, just pull the little plastic fitting out like that. Comes over the pad, get that out of the way. Okay, now I'm going to loosen the bottom sliding pin. Take the plug out. Okay, I'm going to use this T45 tool because it's easier to get into there. This thing gets in the way of the socket. Okay, I've loosened that one off. Okay, so just be a little bit careful with these spring clips because they can go flying across the room. So wear safety glasses. You can actually use a screwdriver, I think, from memory, and prise it out. That's it. And once you got one off, then the other one just falls out. So that's that. Now, next thing to do, as we did on the front, is we've got to push the piston back in a little bit to be able to get the pads past the groove, the wear edge, because you get a raised edge around there. So you just got to get a screwdriver in here, in between the pad and the disc rotor. And if you watch carefully, you can actually see the caliper moving out. So that, you can see how that's now loose, and that should be able to come off. I just need to unscrew the bottom caliper pin. I had it most of the way out. Okay, so there's the bottom pin, and now that should just come off. So there you go. That's how you remove the rear caliper. Very straightforward job. Same deal as before. The outside pad just sits there like that, and the inside pad, same deal, has those spring clips in it. So there you can see the inside pad with its spring clip. So if you're putting new brake pads in, you will need to push the piston back, and we do that with a G-clamp. Same as on the front one, just get your G-clamp, put it against the face there, and just wind it back in. So it's going in quite easily. Then to put the pads in, here's the inside one that just clips into the inside of the piston like that, and then the outside one just sits there, and that outside one the outside pad, the outside pad actually sits there like that in the caliper holding bracket, so it sits on those two little, in those grooves there. Those tags there sit in these grooves like that, so you can put that pad on there, put the inner pad inside the piston, and then just slide it over the top like that. Again, if you want to lubricate these, you can. I might as well put a bit of lube on them while I've got it apart. So this is a synthetic high performance lubricant for caliper pins. I'm just going to put a little bit of thread locker on there. Okay, so that thread started to go in. Same with the bottom one, a little bit of thread locker. Put a little bit of caliper pin grease on there. Okay, so that's now starting to go into the threads. So get one in, so I'll just get the bottom one in, and then the needle nose pliers there. Bit fiddly, but you'll get the hang of it. same deal as before. So I'll bolt it on first. Okay. So the same arrangement as before. You may not be able to see it, but there's a little hole in the pad material. So this goes into the hole in the pad and clips into the little U-shaped bracket, like that. So that's in, and then just make sure the wires aren't touching the disc rotor. So that's all good. So now I just have to tighten up the two caliper pins and put the caps back in, and she's done. Okay, that's the bottom one done up. Right, that's that. And the last thing to do is to put two little dust caps in. That's one there and one down the bottom. So that's it. That's how easy it is to change your rear brake pads. So I just have to put the wheel on, take it off the jack, and then start the engine and pump the brake pedal several times to push the piston back out. So make sure you do that before you drive off. Thanks for watching.